Meanwhile, Oregon's coast, one area in the United States that was under a tsunami alert due to that quake. As we mentioned, the tsunami advisory has been lifted. That decision coming down about an hour ago. But this morning, beachgoers were being warned of the potential for strong currents and dangerous waves. Fox 12's Deborah Gill was in Seaside with reaction from locals and visitors.
As the morning went on, more and more people headed here to the beach, and some keeping a safe distance here in the promenade and watching. Most people we talked to are not overly concerned, but they do know it is something to be aware of. Seaside Fire and Rescue have been out warning people here on the beach about the dangers of tsunami waves. Secondary tsunami waves can actually be more dangerous than the first because they can be larger, and that's due to the cumulative effect of the water's energy and its interaction with the coastal topography. Oregon's Department of Emergency Management said they don't expect any damage to reach beyond the shore, if there is any at all. A lot of people are fascinated by these powerful acts of nature and flock to the beach to watch, but experts say you cannot underestimate the ocean.
Honestly, I don't know what to think. I was wanting to come over to the beach to check it out. I've got to see. But yeah, I don't know. See, I'm nervous now.
A little bit of panic. We've never experienced anything like that before, and we didn't unpack our bags just in case.
It's important that people realize that along with the higher waves is a stronger current, and even a small one is nearly impossible to swim out of, even for strong swimmers. Tsunami waves can last 5 to 45 minutes and repeat for hours or even half a day. In Seaside, Deborah Gill, Fox 12, Oregon.
Deb, thank you. Meanwhile, in Newport this morning, things were quiet. Our Mackenzie Richmond was there speaking with residents who said while they weren't too concerned, it was a different story for their loved ones watching from afar.
We were having relatives, one of the neighbors on another boat, his sister called and, are you all right? Are you on high ground? She was in panic mode, and he says, it's not supposed to hit here if it does till like 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock last night. And so what are you worried about? You know, it's a wave.
Also spoke with a couple from Nevada who were visiting Newport on a fishing trip. They say they saw the alerts, knew about the advisory, but decided to head out on the water anyway this morning. The strongest and biggest waves were expected overnight, but no damage was reported in Newport. And this morning, I spoke with officials in Cannon Beach, which also had no reports of damage. Emergency Manager Andrew Murray and John Jerome, Cannon Fire's Division Chief and Fire Marshal, tell me they are proud of their response and that yesterday was a testament to their hard work.
Shows us that some of our efforts are paying off there. We looked at some areas where we may need to increase there, but for the most part, the team came together and we were able to share the word and keep the community safe.
We as a community, we train do this on a daily, weekly basis. We have systems in place like our outdoor warning systems that are brand new. We just had those replaced. So we have 4 sirens here in the city, 2 down in Arch Cape. If the fact comes where we do need to evacuate.
Chief Jerome tells me while the tsunami threat may be over, it's important to always be vigilant and mindful when at the beach because while it's a great place to be, it is unpredictable.